Let us pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, will be done on earth as heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Thank you, Mom. So, we are going to have an activity. It is on groupings. So, the instruction is the students will be divided into two groups. So, there are only 6. So, divided into two groups. So, 3. So once you start teaching in a multi-grade classroom, how it will largely depend on how well you are prepared to handle the multiple activities. So when we say multi-grade classroom, it talks about different grade levels and also different ages of the student that you will teach at the same time. So to be effective, you need to plan your lesson well and also use the different teaching strategies that will both fit to your student needs and also to the curriculum. So since every child is unique and with different abilities and interests and also different learning styles, so you can use a variety of methods of teaching. Like for example, the direct teaching with peer tutor and in a small group or the independent study. So we have here the suggestions for to teach effectively in a multi-grade classroom. First is group strategically everybody read.
For some activities, divide your students into mixed ability groups. This will encourage students of different backgrounds to include each other in their work. You may then want the groups to display your grade for skill subjects, such as reading and writing, arithmetic, and science.
So do you have any idea what is mixed ability group? Mixed ability group.
Grouping the students where they excel in a particular subject. Like, grouping someone who's good at reading, writing, solving,
Okay, now when we say mixed ability group, it talks about different levels of abilities and also the skills of the student. That is group or combined to do a task. Like for example, in grade 1 and grade 2, you are going to group them or combine them together to give them an activity. We gave them an activity, we gave them an activity that so give them an activity that is, for example, letting them read the story aloud, which is the grade 1 and the grade 2 students are still in the foundation of reading, which is those students are from grade 1, they can read aloud the story, but they have a mispronunciation. So the grade 2 can assist the grade 1 to read the story and also to teach them how to pronounce it correctly. So next is prepare flexible and appropriate materials. So Miss Emma, can you read?
grouping the materials in teaching must be varied and made challenging to accommodate the learning needs of students. With different levels of ability, develop a variety of worksheets to be used with diverse groups and multi-grade classrooms. Vision is called include teacher-guided activity sheets, group learning worksheets, individual practice worksheets, and per-directed instruction sheets.
So when we say prepare flexible and appropriate materials, so our materials as a teacher in a multi-grade classroom, it needs to be aligned to your students or dapat angkop siya and also flexible for your students. Like for example, the teacher guide activity sheets and also the learning worksheets and individual practice worksheets, also the peer instruction sheets. That is for you to sustain the needs of your students with the different abilities or different ability level. So promote self-paced learning while helping students to perform activities together. At the same time, ensure that they are allowed to move on through curriculum at their own pace. So when we say promote self-paced learning, it is learning at their own speed. So to achieve our learning objectives, may mga students tayo na mababagal, makaintindi or mabagal ng mga activities, and also meron din mga students na mabilis. So hayaan natin sila na gumawa ng activities at their own speed. disabilities or the learning difficulties. So you need to give them a chance to learn just like others. Do not treat them as just like they are special, no? Just treat them like others that they can collaborate, that pwede silang makipag-group together with their other classmates. And also, you can give them separate worksheets and also give them more individual attention. But giving individual attention will always depend on their situation, which is it is case-to-case basis. Next, let's proceed with the adapting the curriculum and lesson plans. So these are the suggestions for curriculum planning. So select common themes from one subject that is suitable for all grade level in your multi-grade classroom. So pipili kayo ng tema na align para sa mga multi-grade na bata. And also develop a flexible timetable for all the grades throughout the session on each team, which means that make a flexible schedule so all the students can study at their own level. And next is develop daily lesson plan for each unit related to this team with the help of textbook and reference material as per curriculum. That means that plan daily lesson using textbook and other materials based on the theme. And also we have select activities linked to the curriculum that are to be conducted in the class and develop relevant worksheet for individual or group practice. Next is relate concept from the curriculum to example from your students' daily lives. And also prepare quizzes to assess your students' mastery of that curriculum content. Nurture the talent in this school by organizing co-curricular activities such as music, creative arts, games, and physical education. So by doing this, students of different grade levels can learn smoothly and effectively in a multi-grade classroom. Next, we have here the stage of lesson planning. It has 3 stages, which is before, during, and after. So in before, we have here the activities, or it includes the preparation of the lesson plan, material, and the assigned task. While in during, the teacher teaches the main topic and facilitate the students during the discussion. And after, which is the teacher evaluating the lesson, if the lesson worked well, or does other students need to have some remediation or remedial efforts. Okay, developing teaching and learning materials. So one of the challenges was also enjoyable task of being a multi-grade teacher is the chance to prepare a wide range of teaching and learning materials for grade levels and subject to teach. So isa sa mga challenging na gagawin natin as a multi-grade teacher ay maganda at organize ng mga materials para sa mga students na kailangan align and also accessible to the students. And it is very important that we are flexible because our students is in a different grade level and also so that we can meet their educational needs. So, ayan, example to ng resources. Ano siya? Worksheet. Worksheet for elementary primary grades. This is the example of the worksheet for the primary grade, and it is a good example of resources. And it is a student-friendly and helpful to developing skills in both reading comprehension and naming animals and plants. As you can see, even. I have the long neck and I am the tallest animal, you and I. So, pwede siyang, ito yung mga answers, so, ikakonect lang siya ng mga bata. So, example siya ng worksheet for may meron grade. And pwede rin kayo gumamit ng flashcards, word cards, and also the picture cards. Ayan. Ito yung another example of resources for teaching geography. So as you can see, we have here the themes, the topics, and also the example, and sample materials and resources. So you can create your own table for the resources that you have. For your every lesson or every themes that you will choose, you can have your resources here. You can put in your example. So this is the lesson plan for the multi-grade. As you can see, it is the same as the 4A's. 4A's format. It is for grade 1 to 4. And topics is 3. So kung malapit or maraming days, maraming puno sa lugar ninyo, as a multi-grade teacher, pwede nyo siyang gamitin na topic. And the topic is science. Yan. Learning objectives, so discussion. And after the discussion, quiz. So we talk about the mixed ability group, di ba? So dito siya i-apply. Yung mixed ability group. So yan. Follow-up questions. Then, yung activities is all about observing of the trees. Then after that, follow-up lessons ulit. Then proceed with the chart for the inventory of the trees. So this approach, pwede siyang gamitin sa ibang topic because as you can see, it is very relevant and interactive to your students' environment. So that's all for
the order of the strategy 1 and 2 is absent. So I proceed the strategy 3 and 5. So the strategy 3 is teach one subject to all grades and at current levels of difficulty. Please everyone read of the strategy 3.
This strategy allows you to group children of different grades, ages, and abilities together and teach them the same curriculum theme at the same time. You can first focus on some attendance and then follow this with differentiated tasks and activities.
Okay, so what is your own idea about this strategy for your own understanding?
Accommodate the learners or the neighbors needs of students.
Okay, different tasks. Okay, thank you, Farah. So the teach one subject is in all grades and at current levels of difficulty, like last time sa pinapanood natin video about the multi-grade teacher. Did you see the multi-grade teacher is handling the 3 grades like 4, 5, and 6. So it is a different task and instruction, and it's also the different grades, age, and abilities to teach the children, and they are different learning areas. And next, the strategy 4 is develop activities for non-taught groups. Higher grades or older students can sometimes be left on their own to investigate and gather information by themselves. So the word non-taught groups are groups of learners who are not formally taught or educated in a traditional classroom setting, but they are still learning, but they still practice or observe. And it is these are the examples of the non-taught groups activities. So did you see that the example activities for non-taught groups it is an outdoor activities for students. Number 1, sorry. It is the indoor activities like there are some vocabulary, language lessons. First is vocabulary, reading. Then the step 2 is mathematics. So the activity, their activities is measurement. Yes, but it's still group activities. of the activities mo kay ano man to sila, the students will going outside to observe the measurement of the building. Yes, that's it. Then they are talking about the meters, half meters, or other centimeters of the buildings to observe. And these activities it can benefit as a collaborative problem solving. It is the group discussions also, and peer teaching. Next is strategy 5. So please meet everyone.
Cross-age tutoring.
Is based on the pairing of students and is used extensively in most multi-grade classrooms so that older children can help younger students with their lessons. The peer tutor begins by asking general questions to assess the younger students' understanding of the topic, then gradually move on to more difficult methods.
Okay, Ate Emma, what is your own understanding about the developed peer, cross-age, and cross-grade teaching strategies? Based on your thoughts, opinion.
Kapag isang bata ay nahihirapan, kailangan mo ng expert tutor para mas mabilis ang
So the developed peer, cross-teach, and cross-grade teaching grades. There are cross-age tutoring is based on the pairing of students and is used extensively in most multi-grade classrooms. So it is facilitate and help younger students with their lessons. If the teachers, kung once ang teacher is mag-instruct ng by pair, so dapat ang by pair is ang isa is ang older student and ang isa is a younger student. So kailangan dito dapat si older students ang mag-facilitate, ang mag-guide sa kanyang partner na younger students. It's also focused on structured activities, clear rules, and opportunities for collaboration and feedback. It also a peer tutoring for sa isa't isa. And pag-peers, kapag pair students with varying support, it is to improve their skills and knowledge sa kanilang mga activities or mga lessons sa kanilang gagawin or task.